Ask the elephant in the room. Why you shot my brother? Why your brother run? Or why this and that? Ask those questions because you want to know.
In the summer, this man, there's so much that these kids see on the TV and the social media when it comes to some of the incidents with police across the country. So bringing out the state troopers, man, what do you hope hits home for these kids? When you specifically talk about the community's relationship with the police?
Just so that they can ask questions and they can get a first-hand knowledge of the things that's going on in the world. You know, all police are not bad, but also some out there that are not doing what they're supposed to do. And that has an effect on the community, and them being able to get information from those people, I feel like I help them. And if they're ever in a situation or any encounter that they have with law enforcement. For officers that do take that approach, is it are they nervous, or is it just straight protocol where you just want to make sure that
so let me give you some breaking news. I've been handed too.
me too.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm sure we all got experiences, and other officers probably have experiences too when we ain't in his uniform. I've been stopped by a police officer in the local PD, I ain't gonna say no names, and got handled until I said, sorry for speed, my fault, bro. if it matters at all, I'm gonna show you my commission. And the whole traffic stop changed. But to answer your question, again, I go back to we all human. So because he treated you bad, don't mean it was right. But then I always tell people, take into account, you never know what he just finished dealing with, what he's dealing with at home. It doesn't make it right, okay? But they're human. Police officers, all of us human. So I don't agree with handling people because I always made it an effort to be polite, be courteous. And respectful because that's what I expect from you. But I always tell people, family members that get called from, that got handled wrong. You know, I say, look, make sure you handle yourself accordingly. And if what he did was not right, there's a process to go about dealing with that.
Yeah, well, state police, we get in the community often, and many times we have connections with various groups. BAM Fam was one of the groups that reached out to help partner with them and come to just bring some type of education and just the connection and engagement with the kids here, the Madison Prep football team. BAM Fam, as many of you may know or may not know, have gone across many of the NFL states where the NFL teams are to kind of reach the kids and talk to the message of just the community engagement with the law enforcement. And this, in today's time, this is exactly what we need, and we look forward to kind of getting into and engaging our young youth. They're the leaders. They're the future. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Good game last night, man. I know I was dressed down last night, but I was on the sideline. Where's number 19 at? Quarterback. Good game last night, man. 4 touchdowns last week against Parkview too, huh? Solid game. Hey, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all look good last night. Brought a variety of our troopers out today to send a message that we care. We care about making a difference. And each one of us had our message, but the most important message was we try to teach them and talk to them about having a plan in place. Having a plan, you know, they play football, they're leaders on the field, our troopers, we get out in the communities, we try to be leaders, and we want to be leaders to those that we impact and come in contact with. But our message was simple: have a plan to make the right decisions. Everything that you do today can impact you tomorrow. So to us, he's our chief of staff, but we wanted him to come out and also greet you guys. So if y'all could, give him a big hand clap. This is Chief Doug Kane.
We've been blessed with this opportunity about 3 weeks in, so we're new.
in this leadership role. But Colonel Davis has made one thing clear, that he expects all of our troopers to approach the community with open hearts, open minds, and to listen. There's lots of talk these days. There's lots of concerns. You have concerns. We're here to listen to those concerns. We're here to have communication with you. Some of that communication can be difficult. We owe that to you. So if you have questions of us, if you have concerns of us, we want to know. We want to talk to issues. We want to build trust and confidence every day with you and the entire community. So I applaud you for putting this program together. I'm grateful that you asked the Louisiana State Police to be a part of it, and we're anxious to hear what you have to say and your concerns and questions for us.
One question I want to ask you guys. Raise your hand if you're driving right now, if you're driving, and or if you're old enough to drive and got your license. Okay. How long you guys have been driving? About a year, 2 years? Some of y'all? All right. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you guys know your rights during a traffic stop. Either know your rights during a traffic stop or know what to do during a traffic stop. Raise your hand.
Traffic stop?
Yeah, what do you do during a traffic stop? Or what are your rights during a traffic stop?
Seatbelt on. Make sure you have your ID out, your registration, like that.
Okay. Is that a pretty solid answer, guys? Is it have your seatbelt on, have your registration and ID out? That's a pretty solid answer.
Well, those are all he needs to do, but those aren't necessarily right.
Right. There we go. So who knows their rights during the traffic stop? Go ahead, stand up for me, stand up. Give him 2 claps. Okay. Is that pretty solid, guys? Yeah. Anybody else want to add to that? Go ahead. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hey, Coach, can I answer that a little bit?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You do have that right. As a trooper, I should tell you that right when I introduce myself. Sir, my name's Trooper Dwight with the State Police. I stopped you for. That should be said right off the bat. Certainly can ask, but I need to tell you that also.
I stopped a young man on the elevated portion of the expressway on the West Bank. Right? Gets out the car, and he's getting out the car with his hands up. And like, officer, you know, just very paranoid. I stopped him for speed. So I'm out the car wondering, why is he getting out this level, hands up, just very guarded. I said, young man, come here, you know. Let's talk. What? Put your hands down. I said, do you have a reason to have your hands up for me to be worried about? He said, no. I said, even the weapons on you? No. But every time I get out the car and the other police stop me, I gotta have my hands up because they be handling me, putting my hands up. So I said, hold on, let me explain something to you. You're a young man. I said, you get the respect that you give, man. I said, give that respect and you're gonna get that. Don't give me a reason to ask you to put your hands up. And let's talk. I stopped you for speeding, so let me explain why I stopped you. Then I started talking to him, and he's like, man, I appreciate that.
On growing up here in the community, just any light on today's age, social media, anything. Any advice to these kids?
What's up, y'all? So, what I like to tell kids is, like, I've been in y'all's shoes before, like, so I know what it takes to get to a certain level, whether it's like athletically or even in school. And I know, like, those dudes that's back there, that's y'all coaches, they telling y'all exactly what y'all need to hear. I know y'all young, you know, 17, probably 18 years old, and you kind of feel like you older. You know, but I'm telling you, everything that those men telling you and that these guys are telling you, at some point in line, you're going to be like, man, he was right. No matter how crazy, like, I had a couple coaches when I was in high school. I would have swore they was crazy, but me being 30, looking back 10, 15 years ago, I'm like, man, everything he said was going to eventually come in a light, whether it was something about football or something about life, women, or just being a man in general. So take what these people are telling you, because I promise you, at some point you're going to have to refer back to it and you're going to be like, man, I should have listened to what coach such and such said or what officer such and such said, because I'm telling you, life will hit you fast. I remember when I was 18, I'm 30. It felt like this was yesterday. So it's gonna hit you fast. And you might think you're a freshman and you're young and you got time. You got a little bit of time, but that time is gonna fly by way faster than you think. So all the information that your coaches give you, even your teachers, like, you need to take it in heart, because at some point in life you're gonna need that. Whether it might be good information, some of it might be bad information. But if it's bad, you know what not to do. So just take what they're telling you, and I'm telling you, it's gonna pay off at the end.
We have another special guest for y'all. This gentleman here, he's our boss. He is the leader of our department. He's the head man in charge. He is the leader. The superintendent of state police. So if y'all would, I know how y'all play with the energy that y'all had last night. Can y'all show some love for our new Colonel Lamar Davis?
Fellas, how y'all doing? Good. Oh, come on now. Come on now. How y'all doing? Good. That's what I'm talking about, man. I got some winners. I'm going to take this off if y'all don't mind. I want to get real for a second. This is my area, and I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to be here. Because I grew up here, went to Estruma, played around here, coached around here, and lived around here. So for me, this is coming home. There's no difference between me and you guys. Other than I'm old as dirt. But when you look at what you're going through, how you're living, all the things that you're aspiring to be, that's me. I tell you this, you know, those same trains you hear, man, I tell you, you guys are special. All I ask is you listen to your coaches, you listen to your teachers.
What's interesting sometimes is you'll see differences in the way that police officers perceive things, right? I'm not one to lend a police officer that's acting in his scope of duty I'm not one to lend him that much leeway to say, well, you may be going through something in which they might. We all do, right? But to me, we are here to a higher standard, and we should be the best of the best, and not that the human interaction leaves us, but I'm just not one to automatically go to, well, we're police officers, we human, and if one handles bad, then we're gonna chalk it up to life.
My favorite thing was the opportunity the young men had to work with other men of all different races in a fun environment, in a fun setting, particularly working with law enforcement. Having an opportunity to interact with them in an environment where they could actually talk to them, have fun, and express themselves freely without fear of anything happening to them as a result of all we know has gone wrong with police and community interaction. So that was my favorite. Party. It was fun to see that take place today, and just glad State Police and the Bam Fam Foundation could come out and provide our young people with this opportunity.
Hey, but that's what I want y'all to remember, the positive experience. Some of you, I can look in your face, I can look in your eyes, and I can see some of your hearts. This was uncomfortable for some of y'all. This was uncomfortable for some of y'all when your coaches told you about this. Police? I ain't gonna wear no police. But now you understand we're all human. They have a job. A job. That's not who they may be. In their personal life, they're human beings. So take the time out to know them as human beings. Then find out what they do for a living. But know them as human beings. And you officers, take time out to know these guys outside of their helmets. Take time out to see what they're doing, who their classes are, what they're doing after school, how they're doing at home. It takes all of us to go in one direction. All of us, fellas, ladies. There are bad apples everywhere. And we don't eat them. We throw them out. We throw them out. But we recognize who they are. And we hold everybody accountable. Hold everybody accountable. Give me 2 claps. So remember the good. good experience on both sides. On both sides. Okay? On both sides. All right, I do this so we can hold accountability for everybody. So we can have awareness. So you guys know what to do. So they know what to do. So you guys know what to do. Okay? So take this time out again. Again, ask the damn questions. Ask the elephant in the room. Why you shot my brother? Why your brother run? Or why this and that? Ask those questions because you want to know. Because you want to know. Ask them. They're here for us. They're here for us.